watching My Gold Mine, and yeah, this is my YouTube space. This is my first ever video, guys. This quote really embodied what I really love in life, the things I've learned in life, and I hope that they will inspire you. First quote is, "One should either be a work of art or wear a work of art," by Oscar Wilde. Now, I just love Oscar Wilde. I think he was so witty, so like flamboyant and crazy and wild. He was wild, pun, not intended, but anyways. And what I love about this quote is it's talking about wearing works of art. For me, I work in fashion, and yeah, I think fashion's an art form, really. So that's that. And then also, just the idea of being a work of art. I think, yes, I love beauty, I love fashion, I love all of that, but I also think it's so important to actually embody being a good, great person, being something, you know, just being a lovely person, being kind, being sweet, being generous, like living each day like, you know, the works of art we all are. If you believe in God, it says we're wonderfully and fearfully made. And in that sense, I believe we're all true works of art. So that's why I love that quote. All right, second quote is, "If you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans," by Jarle Fussent. Now, if that's not how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think this quote is amazing because everything that I've wanted to happen in my life, that I've tried to kind of plan or coerce almost in a way to happen, I've got a rude awakening that if it's not meant to happen, it won't. And I think most of the time we don't realise that actually the things we think we want in our lives are actually not good for us in any way. And I think if you just leave if you just release control and you just leave all of that up to God, everything that's happening in your life is going to just work out for the ultimate best, and it will be better than you could have ever dreamed. So I just think, you know, this quote is just the truth. I've planned so many things in my life and they've not worked out any way in which way I thought they were going to, but when I've just let it happen, God has done amazing things in my life. And so that is why I love that quote, because it's just a friendly reminder that God has got it all under control, and literally God is writing the script in your life. It's true. It's a good thing though. It's a good thing. God knows what's ultimately best for us. Okay, quote number 3, and this is one of my ultimate favourites. "A flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it, it just blooms," by Zen Xing. Now, I love this quote because firstly, I love flowers, and secondly, I just think it's so true. Like, in this day and age, I think everyone is so competitive and so like driven to be successful, which is amazing, to be, you know, to have drive to be successful. But when you're, you know, competing with other people, you're just making yourself unhappy. Literally, for me, we're all running a different race. You can't compete with someone who's got a completely different life purpose to you. Like, it just makes no sense, and it's a complete waste of time. Like, we could all be inspiring and lifting each other up instead of competing and trying to put each other down. It's pointless. Like, we've all got amazing things that are going to happen in our lives, and it just makes no sense to waste time on something negative. If we take the analogy of flowers again, think of sunflower, think of a rose. Like, they're completely different flowers, but yeah, they're both beautiful in their own ways, and they both, you know, they're both loved, but they're completely different. How would you then compare sunflower to rose? How would you then compare Suzanne to Julie? Like, they're completely different people and they've got completely different purposes. And like, I'm here for good vibes, okay? Right, before I get carried away, let's move on to the next quote. Right, quote number 4 is, "Fight for the fairy tale, it does exist." Now, I don't know who came up with it, sorry. Whoever you are, like, thank you. Just thank you so much. And I love you, whoever you are. But yeah, I love this quote because I think when you're younger, you watch all these fairy tales or you watch all these films and you kind of get a sense of like, oh my God, fairy tale, this is this. And then like negative things happen in your life, or you come across negative people, or you come across negative experiences, and then you start to feel like, oh, those things that you wanted are unattainable. And they're not unattainable. But actually, it depends on the thing. But in terms of if you want that job, you want that, you know, that career, if you want, you know, to meet your one true love in life, you know, that beautiful person that's gonna, you know, change your life for the better. If you want all of these things, they exist. Yes, you're gonna go through a lot of like negative situations that are gonna make you feel like, at times, gonna make you feel a bit discouraged, but they exist. Like 100%. I'm talking from experience. I'm still going through the process, but I know that my fairy tale does exist. I'm gonna fight for it, okay? But yeah, so I love that quote because it's just so beautiful. And last but not least, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think, by Christopher Robin. Now, I love this quote because I think just, again, certain situations that have happened in my life, that I'd be like, there's no way that I'm gonna get through that. But somehow, you just do. And it's because you really do have, inside deep within your soul, you do have a reserve of strength. And you are, you know, you are intelligent, and you are smart, and you are brave. And there's all of those things in you. And it comes through God, I personally believe. We are all powerful, and we're all a lot more powerful than we believe. So I just hope I've inspired some of you guys. I hope that I've helped anyone that's maybe feeling a bit discouraged or having a bit of a crappy day, or because yeah, I'm working through some things myself right now, but I'm just like, no, I'm going to film this video, I'm going to do this, I'm going to put myself out there, and I'm going to just live my life, the best life. Actually, one extra quote, because I just, on the spur of the moment, YOLO, you only live once, so live, do whatever you want to do. That was an extra quote, and that was completely unplanned, but you know what? I'm spontaneous, so I'm gonna ride with it, but it's an amazing quote. And I know that it gets a lot of stick, but it really is an amazing quote. And I think, really, if you really think about what it means, it's a daily reminder to go for your goals, to do what you gotta do, make your life better. Just live, man. Like, we only have one shot at this. Okay, thanks so much for watching my video, and I'm gonna make more videos. This is starting this new journey in my life. But yeah, please subscribe. I know this is the first video, but there's gonna be more things to come. I've got beauty, fashion, DIYs, all different types of things, and wigs as well, because I like my wigs. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace, bye.